Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming a chit chat get ready with me. A couple of weeks ago, I asked you guys to ask me some questions and you guys asked some really good questions, so I'm going to be answering those as well. I've just really been in the mood to sit down, do my makeup with you guys, just chat with you guys in a super casual way. And I am going to be using some new products today that I mentioned in my last makeup haul that I did about a week ago. And then I also have two new things that I'm going to be testing out for the first time on camera. So I will be sure to show you guys that, but if you want to participate in these videos and ask me questions, make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram, because that is mostly the place where I will let you guys know that I'm planning on doing a Q&A or a chit chat get ready with me, so you guys can go ahead and ask me questions right on my story. My Instagram is @JackiEnnMakeup. If you guys don't follow me there, you definitely should. Or sometimes I ask you on the YouTube community tab as well, so you can check there whenever I post for questions. So I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing this chit chat get ready with me. We are just going to be casually chatting today. If you want to grab your makeup and do your makeup with me, that would be awesome. But overall, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. I have the list of questions on my phone. You guys asked so many great questions this time around. You always ask good questions, but I feel like this time they are just extra good, and we have lots of good things to talk about in this video while I do my makeup. So I'm going to be starting off with my eyebrows first, as always. Sometimes when I do these chit chat get ready with me videos, my eyebrows take me a really long time because I talk a lot. I'm sure you guys know that by now. For this step, of course, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP in medium brown. This is my all-time favorite brow pencil. I've been in the process of trying to grow out my eyebrows. I've been using the e.l.f. lash and brow serum that I talked about in my last makeup haul. And I don't know if it's just me, if it's in my head, but I do feel like it's working, at least for my eyebrows right now. I feel like my eyebrows have been growing very fast. They're very thick. I kind of over tweezed this part of my eyebrow once, and I feel like it's coming back nice and thick. So I will definitely keep you guys posted on that, but I'm going to just finish filling them in with the Fenty brow pencil, and then I'll come back for the first question. My brows are filled in with my Fenty brow pencil. I don't know, I really feel like that serum is helping. I feel like even when I go to fill in my eyebrows every single day, it's just been taking less work and less effort because they're just like thick and darker to me. I don't know. Like I said, it could be in my head, but I do feel like it is actually working. So now I'm going in with a little bit of brow powder. You guys know the drill. I always like the pencil brow powder combo. I'm going to go in with my Profusion Cosmetics brow powder, but I do want to answer the first question, and that is, what is your dream car? Now, I don't know if I have a set answer to this question. I feel like I was never the type of person that completely imagined one car and one car only. I know there are people that are like, I want a Jeep, I want like a sports car, or I don't know. I'm not really that big of a car person, to be completely honest with you guys. But the one thing that has always stuck with me when I thought about my future car is that I want it to be a cobalt blue color. You could ask anyone. Ever since I was little, I always said I wanted a blue car, but it has to be like that deep, shiny, metallic cobalt blue. I don't know what it is. That car color has just always stuck in my brain, and that's just what I want my dream car to be. Like I said, I don't have any specific like type or model or style. I just want it to be that amazing cobalt blue color. That is my dream. To prep my eyes for shadow today, I'm going to be using the Shop Miss A AOA Studio Nude Soft Base Eye Primer. I kind of forgot about this. After I did my video with Shop Miss A, I put it in my drawer and I didn't pull it out again. And you guys will see it just has so much pigment to it, and it really just cancels out everything like veins or any discoloration on my eyelids. And then just to quickly set that, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation Powder. I haven't used this in a while either, and to be honest with you guys, I'm sure if you watch me you might know this, I don't love how this looks on my face, but I do want to use it up, and it's not bad for kind of like setting your eyes or kind of touching up your under eyes and stuff like that. So just to use it up, I've been using it just to set my eyelids. For my eyeshadow today, I have this ColourPop Pressed Powder Palette. Now these came out a couple months ago. I remember being so excited about these, sharing these on my story with you guys because they're also pretty affordable. I believe they're $8. I got it when ColourPop was having free shipping, no minimum, which they don't do often. And this is such a nice packaging. If you guys can see, very sturdy. It's like a very thick acrylic, if you could hear that snap. And I wanted to do a dedicated video on these. I wanted to share this palette with you guys so much sooner than this, but mine actually got completely lost in the mail and never showed up, and about a month and a half later now, my replacement just got here. I didn't really know if these were like still, you know, a hyped up thing. I didn't really want to take the time to do a dedicated video on them, but I still want to talk about them. I still want to test them out together with you guys. So I figured we could use it today while I get ready, and there's just some really pretty colorful shades in here, which is definitely the kind of look that I wanted to go for today. The next question that one of you asked me is, what did you want to be when you were little? And I feel like, you know, when you're little, you have such a big imagination. Oh wow, these are very, very pigmented. But the one thing that I remember most vividly, and I definitely think I shared this before a couple years ago on my channel, is a chef. I feel like I've always really enjoyed cooking ever since I was little. I loved food. You guys know I'm such a foodie, so I feel like when I was little, chef is the biggest thing that stands out to me. But obviously I didn't end up doing that. It was just not the path that I wanted to go down. And honestly, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was never the type of person that just had one thing or like one career path stuck in my head. And it actually took me like talking to a couple people and, you know, just like really thinking hard about what I liked and what my passions were to figure out that I wanted to study marketing and do marketing, which I will get into a little bit later in the video. Someone asked about my career path as well. But when I was little, I always wanted to be a chef, and I have an amazing cousin who's a chef, so kudos to him. I know it's not an easy job. Side note, do you guys see how pigmented this is? By the way, this is the Creamsicle palette from ColourPop. I forgot to tell you guys the color scheme, and I'm going in with this shade down here first, which is like this gorgeous bright pinky coral shade. And this is stunning. It's so pigmented and easy to blend and work with. Now that we have that transition shade down, I'm going to go in with this shade, which is the one right next to it. It's a little bit more of like a mauve-y terracotta kind of coral, opposed to like that bright pinkish coral. So I'm going to go in with this one. And my next question, sticking on the food theme, says, what is your favorite snack? And I have a lot of favorite snacks, but I think overall, the one thing I could say with 100% confidence is I always prefer salty snacks over sweet snacks. Chips or bread or like crackers and cheese, just like something salty all the time over cookies, ice cream. That has just always been my preference, and I love all snacks honestly, but I would say salty, cheesy, or spicy is my thing. I really, really love spicy food as well. So far, you guys, this ColourPop palette is so impressive to me. I honestly had high hopes for this though, because ColourPop eyeshadows are usually very pigmented and amazing, and I really don't expect anything less from them. But this little palette is so good, and I'm loving these color combinations. For my lid, I'm going to go in with, let me see, I'm gonna swatch both of them. There's two different shades in this palette. They're kind of similar, I would say. This one is more of like a traditional goldish shade. This one is a little bit more of a rose gold. I do feel like they're very similar. I think I'm going to go in with the first one though, which is this one right here, just because it is a little bit lighter, a little bit more bright and fun. Ooh, I love this. These colors just give me like sunset vibes, but I also do think Creamsicle is a great way to describe it, just like the name of the palette. While I do my lid shade, the next question is, how do you handle negativity or petty comments on your YouTube video? And I have to say, so far in my experience, I am a smaller YouTuber. I do have a smaller channel. The negativity is not, you know, immense. I get so many positive comments that I'm so grateful for. You guys are awesome. And you guys always say such nice things about my videos and my channel and my content. But of course, putting myself out there in the public eye, no matter the size of my following, you always get once in a while trolls. I like to call them little trolls, or people that just, you know, I feel like they have a lot to say because they're sitting behind a computer screen. Whenever I do come across a comment like this, I never take it personally. I always try to remind myself that the positivity on my channel always outweighs the negative, and I just kind of laugh with it and try to have fun with it. I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I kind of always tend to reply to the comments. So like, let's say, I know I talk a lot, but on my videos that blow up, people like to tell me that I talk a lot. People like to tell me that my intros are too long. And that is something that I have been working on as I have been growing throughout my YouTube career. But I also like to make my channel an educational space, a space where you guys come to learn every single thing about the product. So that's why some of my videos and my intros are lengthy. So let's say someone will write, oh, by the way, intro actually starts at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll reply and be like, no, last time I checked, it started at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Just something like that. I never try to be mean or bully the person back in any way. If the comment is just like downright rude or mean or saying something bad to me or saying something bad to another one of my subscribers, I will just delete the comment and block the person from my channel. And a lot of the time, something that I experience as well is I think people kind of forget that maybe I'm, you know, human too. I'm a real person just like they are. And they kind of forget that when they leave a comment, because as soon as I reply to them in a nice way, they'll be like, oh, I wasn't trying to hate, or I wasn't trying to be mean. And then maybe they feel bad for what they said. So those are just a couple of ways that I handle any negative or petty comments that I get on my channel. But as I said already, the positivity 100% outweighs the negativity. And I'm so grateful for that here on my channel. So thank you guys, all of you who leave nice comments and support my videos every day. I've officially been applying this lid shade for like 5 minutes while I answered that last question. But overall, you guys, I'm so beyond impressed with these little ColourPop quads. I definitely think these are something you guys need to try out whenever you shop ColourPop. I wonder if they brought these to Ulta. I will let you know and put it in the description box. Love this. I definitely recommend. I think I'm going to hop off of camera really quickly to do my mascara so I don't take up too much time in this video. Just to show you guys, I've been using the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I mentioned this in my last makeup haul. I like it, but I don't love it. It makes my lashes really pretty, but I do find that it flakes and smudges on me throughout the day, especially when I wear this on my lower lashes. So today on my lower lashes, which I'll do later in the video, but just to share with you guys, I'm going to be using the Merit Beauty mascara. This is their Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. I also talked about this in my last haul. So I'm gonna do this off camera really quickly, and then I will be back to start on my face and answer more questions. All right, so I am back. My mascara is done. As I said, this is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I do like it. I think it looks nice. It's just not my favorite. It definitely takes a lot of building up. It takes forever to dry. Like, I applied this probably over 2 minutes ago, and it's still wet enough for me to keep building it up. I just feel like it takes a lot for my lashes to get where I want them to be, whereas with other mascaras like my Sky High or the Essence Lash Princess, I could just get them there a little bit faster. So it's good. I like it, but it's just not my favorite. Moving on to my base makeup, it is going to be so hot today, so I don't want to wear a full-on foundation, but I am going to wear my Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I just did a full review, an 11-hour wear test with this up on my channel. With this face product, I actually find it the best to go ahead and skip out on primer, just because I feel like the primer makes it just a little bit greasy on the skin. It doesn't look as nice on the skin as when I just use it without primer. So I just kind of do some crazy lines on my face, and then I'll just go in and blend it out with my sponge. And this looks really great. I've been loving using this every single day. It definitely took some playing around with to get my favorite way of using it. So for example, in my first video that I tested this out, I used primer and did not set it with powder, but I actually do prefer the opposite, which is no primer and lightly setting it with a little bit of powder, which I will show you guys today. I just find that that really helps out with the longevity of the product, and overall it just looks a little bit nicer on the skin. But as you guys can see, it's just like a very sheer light coverage on the skin. Just gives a nice even look. The next question is, do you feel pressure to buy higher end even on sale now that drugstore prices are going up? I would say no. I still do like and most of the time prefer drugstore makeup. I still feel like high-end doesn't go on sale often enough. I really just listen to what I want, what I'm personally excited for, and that's the product that I will buy. So I don't really feel pressure anymore to buy certain things or keep up with always the latest and greatest products. I just buy whatever I want to buy, what excites me when I see it, or what I feel like you guys would really want to see on my channel. Those are like the couple deciding factors when I purchase makeup. Someone wants to know my opinions on makeup artists slash influencer brands versus celebrity brands. Which do you think will last? I feel like everyone and their mama has their own brand nowadays. That last statement, I could not agree with more. Just scrolling Trend Mood, I think it was yesterday, I saw that Ariana Grande and Harry Styles made trademarks for their own beauty brands. I don't know, I feel like it's getting a little bit out of hand, and to me, celebrity owned brands look like cash grabs to me, like money grabs. And I don't know why or what it is, because here's how my brain works. I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but although Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty are both celebrity owned makeup lines, they still appeal way more to me than Kylie Cosmetics, or I don't know, like Ariana Grande's makeup line or Harry Styles makeup line. I don't know why Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty just have a different vibe to me overall than Kylie Cosmetics. If you honestly think about it, they're all just celebrities that extended what they do and extended into another industry, but I still just prefer Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty over all other lines. Fenty Beauty and Rare Beauty to me just have a very like timeless approach. Like their products are very everyday friendly for everyday makeup. They're not, you know, over the top, super colorful, hard to use. They're very beginner friendly, whereas I feel like Kylie Cosmetics almost started doing too many of those themed collections, like the Grinch collection or colorful collections, butterfly collections, and that's not my style of makeup. I feel like that's not going to last longevity wise. It's not timeless to me. It's not classic. So I do feel like celebrity and influencer brands, of course, can last if they just approach it in the right way. Touching on your point of makeup artist brands, I love them just because I feel like makeup artists who have been in the industry for ever and ever, they know what they're doing. Let's say like Makeup by Mario or Charlotte Tilbury, their products are just so beautiful and very good quality. So I really like those, and makeup and stuff has been their whole life. It's been their passion. It's been what they've been training for and working for. It's their whole brand. Whereas I feel like, let's say someone like Harry Styles is coming and now he's gonna do a beauty brand, that doesn't make any sense to me. So there's definitely different factors that go into it, but those are kind of some of my thoughts on makeup artists, celebrity, and influencer brands. So I think we're going to stick with that amount of the Eavesdrop blurring skin tint, just one layer or so. I love this for the summertime. As I said, it is going to be hot today, so I know my face is going to melt anyway, so just one thin layer of foundation will do the trick. Next up, someone asked, how do you stay positive or try to stay positive when you are feeling down? And right now for concealer, by the way, really quick, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. I know this wasn't my favorite when I first tried it out, but I've been using it these past couple days and I've been obsessed with how it looks under my eyes. It just has such a nice creamy formula. And it's just a really good color for me as well. So I'm going to go in with this again today. I have this in the shade Light Honey, which is also good for me in the summertime. How do I stay positive or try to stay positive when I'm feeling down? I feel like, I don't know, it's definitely not a one size fits all answer. I feel like everyone goes through their own things and deals with things differently. And I do think I deal with things differently at different times too, depending on the situation. But I think it's just important to kind of talk to yourself in that moment. That's kind of what I tend to do. Just remind myself of all of the good things that I do have, and just maybe try to remind myself that the positivity outweighs the negativity, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. And I'm a huge like open book type of person. I like to talk to other people about how I'm feeling. I'm not the type of person that can stay bottled up. That's just not good for me. It will kind of get to me mentally if I do that. So I just like to talk to other people openly about how I'm feeling, express how I feel, and I find that that tends to help me feel better. Sometimes for me, it's as simple as, you know, putting on something to watch, putting on an episode of Friends, or putting on one of my favorite YouTube channels, just something to kind of distract my mind until I kind of forget about it or make me feel better is what works for me most of the time. Ooh, this question's fun. Someone said, what's in your purse? I remember these videos used to be so popular on YouTube. I used to watch them all the time. I even think I filmed 1 or 2 of them on my channel when I first started a couple years ago. I'm not gonna show you guys right now what's in my purse just because I have makeup on my hands and I wanna focus on finishing up my face. But off the top of my head, I could tell you guys wallet, keys, mask, lip balm, hand sanitizer, hair tie, probably a bunch of like receipts crumpled up in there. Nail glue, I always have nail glue just in case I lose a nail. I keep a bunch of different lip products in my purse. You guys know how they just kind of accumulate. You grab a new one every day and then all of a sudden you have 7 lipsticks and lip glosses in your purse. I have a lot of that. I have maybe some loose change. You guys know, it's a typical purse. That's what I have in there so far. I don't think anything like super new and exciting. I'm gonna take a break from answering questions just for a few minutes because I have another new product to try out that I want to focus all of my attention on right now. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I have been wanting to try these for so long. Finally shared this with you guys in my last makeup haul and I have yet to use it. So this is what it looks like. This is the shade Turks and Caicos. I think it is going to look amazing with my eyeshadow. If we put kind of like these 2 colors next to each other, I think this is going to be an amazing combination today. I'm gonna try with my finger first. This is what it looks like on my middle finger right there. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos, if I didn't say that already. Let's just go right in with the sponge. I feel like I'll be able to pick up more product that way. This is so pretty. Can you guys see that? This is stunning. I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't wanna go too overboard with the blush, but this is so beautiful. It looks so extremely natural on the skin too, and it's blending out really, really nicely with the sponge, and it's just giving me like the perfect amount of blush. It looks like I'm almost sun-kissed a little bit instead of looking like I'm actually wearing a heavy cream blush on the cheek. Let me get a little closer so maybe you guys can see. That's amazing. Now that we have that down, I'm going to set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm going to concentrate the powder most underneath my eye just because I don't want to crease or anything. But then I'm just going to take a very, very light dusting of powder on the rest of my face. The next question is, do you read any young adult genre books? And if so, which do you recommend? Honestly, no, I'm not a huge reader. I would say last year when we were kind of just like at home and staying home, I did read 2 books, like 2.5 books, but ever since things kind of started opening up again and, you know, going back to normal a little bit here and there, I haven't been reading as much. I started reading The Zodiac. I still have not finished it. I'm almost done with it, but I like really slowed down on reading that. But I did read the Ted Bundy book that was written by his girlfriend at the time, and I also read a book on the Yankees as well last year, like last March or April. So I do enjoy reading. I'm kind of picky on the type of stuff that I do like to read, but typically anything true crime is safe for me. Just doing a little bit of contour on my nose now. Someone asked, are you close to your parents and siblings? And yes, definitely. I feel very grateful to have a really great relationship with both of my parents as well as Nick. You guys know my twin brother Nick. We're so close. We've always been so close. I don't know if it is because we grew up as twins. I don't know if the dynamic would have been a little bit different if, let's say, I was older than him or he was older than me. But growing up as twins, we were in the same classes. We literally did everything together, extracurriculars and stuff like that. So we are just so incredibly close, me and Nick, and I also am really close with my parents as well. That's kind of funny. That leads me into the next question, which is, do you think anything that happened to you at a young age, good or bad, has made you as independent and as strong as you are? Which, that's a deep question. We're getting a little bit deep here, and I typically don't go into things that are too deep or too personal here on my channel, just to kind of keep some things to myself. But I would say, yeah, my parents are separated, they're not together. And I do feel like, you know, when you're young and you go through that, if any of my subscribers have gone through a divorce or are, you know, a child of a divorce, it's definitely different. And I definitely think you grow up a little bit faster. You have to adjust to like a new normal, I guess you could say. So I definitely think that contributed to how strong I am. Am I using the wrong brush? I'm using the wrong brush, but that's okay. I usually use a different brush for my bronzer. I definitely think those are all things that you grow from and you learn from, but I wouldn't say it was like anything terrible that happened to me when I was younger or when I was a child. I think I'm gonna skip out on powder blush because I kind of like how the putty blush is peeking through on its own here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo in the shade White Peach. I'm going to use the highlighter in here. Even though, like I said, I feel like the putty blush is adding a nice glow. Just going to add a little bit more of a shine here and down my nose. Let me see, did I answer all of your questions? You guys asked some really good questions this time around. I've had a really great time filming this video and just sitting down and doing my makeup. It's been a while since I just had the time to sit down and do my makeup. Usually I'm in a rush doing it for work in the morning, or I'm tired and I don't want to sit down and do a full glam. Oh, I almost missed this question. Someone said talk about your career path. So as I mentioned in my last video or the video before that, I did just start working my first full-time job in marketing and I am absolutely loving it so far. I really feel like I found what I want to do. I really love what I'm doing. I obviously love YouTube. I feel like the ultimate goal for sure would be to be able to do YouTube full time. I also feel right now I am so grateful for the job that I do have and getting that hands-on experience with different industries and working with different people. Being able to go back to work in person was so amazing as well, and I just really, really love it. So right now I'm in marketing. I hope to stay in marketing for the rest of my career, whether that is working for where I am now or doing it for myself, you know, as running my own YouTube channel. If I ever do get the chance to do this full time, I feel like marketing is a huge part of this job as well. So either way, that is part of my career path and I really love what I'm doing now. And as I said, I'm still trying to be as consistent as possible on my YouTube channel, just slowing down a little bit as I adjust to my new schedule, but that's what I've been doing now. I feel like specifically what I like about marketing so much is the creativity of it, the creation, content creation, running social media, making videos, reels, and content. That's my favorite part about marketing. So I feel like, again, it just ties into YouTube and social media so much. I'm just finishing up my lower lash line with the ColourPop palette. I'm just doing a mixture of the two matte shades. And the very last question that one of you asked me is, what is your favorite comedy TV show or movie? My favorite comedy TV show, of course, is Friends. I just love it. It's definitely not only my favorite comedy show, it's my ultimate comfort show. Like when I don't know what to watch or I want background noise, I know, like, you know, the lines that are coming up, I could recite the episodes. It's just, I love it so much. It brings me so much comfort and joy to watch Friends. I really, really loved the reunion. I wish it was longer and I wish they included more in the reunion. I feel like it was a little bit, I want to say over edited. They just like chopped it down. I want to see the whole entire thing. Even if it's like 6 hours long, I would 100% watch it. But I love the reunion. It was so awesome to see and learn more about like the behind the scenes of certain moments and see the bloopers and stuff like that. All right, so that is all of your questions. I'm just going to finish up with a lip. Of course, I'm going to use my Haus Labs lip liner. I have so many lip liners in my drawer, you guys, and this is the only one that I reach for every single day. It's so, so good. Sorry, you guys, my camera died in the middle of my lip liner, but as I said, I just used the Haus Labs lip liner in Endpoint. This one's tiny, but I do have another one already that I opened. For my lip product today, I'm just going to use this Merit Beauty lip oil. I have been obsessed with this. It's such a good, just comfortable, everyday lip product. It's their tinted lip oil. I have mine in the shade Pink Beets. I also do have another shade that's a little more brown, but I think with this eye look, the more pinky shade will look a little bit better. She's gorgeous. I love her. All right, you guys, so that is going to complete this chit chat get ready with me. Here is the final look. I absolutely love how it turned out. I feel like I've tried so many amazing new products recently, whether, like I said, there are ones that I talked about in my last makeup haul or the newer products that I tried today, which are so good. Where's the putty blush? Here we go. Like the ColourPop Quad and the e.l.f. putty blush. These are so good. They just applied so beautifully, and I feel like overall I'm just having such a good makeup day, which is an awesome feeling. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video and spending time with me today. If you want me to do more videos like this in the future, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know. And like I said, if you want to participate in these Q&A, chit chat, get ready with me type videos in the future, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and keep an eye out on my community tab as well on YouTube, where you guys can leave your questions. So as I said, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and also make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.